The Guadalcanal Campaign, also known as the Battle of Guadalcanal and codenamed Operation Watchtower by American forces, was a military campaign fought between August 7, 1942 until February 9, 1943 on and around the island of Guadalcanal in the Pacific theater of World War II. It was the first major offensive by Allied forces against the Empire of Japan. On August 7, 1942, Allied forces, predominantly United States Marines, landed on Guadalcanal, Tulagi, and Florida in the southern Solomon Islands, with the objective of denying their use by the Japanese to threaten Allied supply and communication routes between the United States, Australia, and New Zealand. Powerful American and Australian naval forces supported these landings. The Allies also intended to use Guadalcanal and Tulagi as bases in supporting a campaign to eventually capture or neutralize the major Japanese base at Rabaul on New Britain. The Japanese defenders, who had occupied those islands since May 1942, were outnumbered and overwhelmed by the Allies, who captured Tulagi in Florida, as well as the airfield, later named Henderson Field, that was under construction on Guadalcanal. Surprised by the Allied offensive, the Japanese made several attempts between August and November to retake Henderson Field. In December, the Japanese abandoned their efforts to retake Guadalcanal, and evacuated their remaining forces by February 7, 1943, in the face of an offensive by the U.S. Army's 14th Corps. The Guadalcanal campaign was a significant strategic Allied combined arms victory in the Pacific theater. The 11,000 Marines on Guadalcanal initially concentrated on forming a loose defensive perimeter around Lunga Point and the airfield, moving the landed supplies within the perimeter and finishing the airfield. In 4 days of intense effort, the supplies were moved from the landing beach into dispersed dumps within the perimeter. Work began on the airfield immediately, mainly using captured Japanese equipment. On August 12 the airfield was named Henderson Field after Lofton R. Henderson, a Marine aviator who was killed during the Battle of Midway. By August 18 the airfield was ready for operation. Allied troops encountered a severe strain of dysentery soon after the landings, with 1 in 5 Marines afflicted by mid-August. Although some of the Korean construction workers surrendered to the Marines, most of the remaining Japanese and Korean personnel gathered just west of the Lunga perimeter on the west bank of the Matanikaw River and subsisted mainly on coconuts. After the Japanese withdrawal, Guadalcanal and Tulagi were developed into major bases supporting the Allied advance further up the Solomon Islands chain. Besides Henderson Field, 2 additional fighter runways were constructed at Lunga Point and a bomber airfield was built at Coley Point. Extensive naval port and logistics facilities were established at Guadalcanal, Tulagi, and Florida. The anchorage around Tulagi became an important advanced base for Allied warships and transport ships supporting the Solomon Islands campaign. Major ground units were staged through large encampments and barracks on Guadalcanal before deployment further up the Solomons. After Guadalcanal the Japanese were clearly on the defensive in the Pacific. The constant pressure to reinforce Guadalcanal had weakened Japanese efforts in other theaters, contributing to a successful Australian and American counteroffensive in New Guinea which culminated in the capture of the key bases of Buna and Gona in early 1943. The Allies had gained a strategic initiative which they never relinquished. The Guadalcanal campaign was the subject of a large amount of high-quality reporting. News agencies sent some of their most talented writers, as it was the first major American combat operation of the war. Richard Tregaskis, who wrote for International News Service, gained fame with the publication of his best-selling Guadalcanal Diary in 1943. Hanson Baldwin, a Navy correspondent, filed stories for the New York Times and won a Pulitzer Prize for his coverage of the early days of World War II. Tom Yarbrough wrote for the Associated Press, Bob Miller for the United Press, John Hersey for Time and Life, Ira Wolfert for the North American Newspaper Alliance. His series of articles about the November 1942 naval battle of Guadalcanal won him the Pulitzer Prize. Sergeant James Hurlbut for the Marine Corps, and Mac Morris for Yank magazine. Commander Vandegrift placed few restrictions on the reporters, who were generally allowed to go wherever they wanted and write what they wanted. Books and films about the campaign include: the books are Tales of the South Pacific, Helmet for My Pillow, Shots Fired in Anger, A Rifleman's Eye View of the Activities on the Island of Guadalcanal, and Neptune's Inferno, the U.S. Navy at Guadalcanal. The films and TV series are Guadalcanal Diary, Pride of the Marines, The Gallant Hours, The Thin Red Line, The Pacific, Episode 1, Guadalcanal/Lucky, and Episode 2, Barcelona.
Attack the Japanese defenses with your landing forces. Capture the airfield. Prepare the airfield's defenses to repel any counterattacks. Commander, the Japanese are constructing an airfield on Guadalcanal. If they complete it, Australia will be in their reach, and they will be able to air raid our supply lines. We cannot let this happen. After preliminary naval bombardment, we will proceed with the landings. Expect heavy resistance on the beaches.
Reporting for duty. On the way. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Machine gun moving. Got it. Got it. Got it. Infantry on the move. Moving, sir. On the way. Moving, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Infantry on the move. Reporting for duty. Got it.
Hey, Sarge, I ain't seen no Japs here.
You will have your Japs at the airfield. Now shut up and move out.
Machine gun moving. Got it. Fix this. Enemy sighted. Shoot them. Target destroyed. Yes. Infantry on the move. Shoot them! Attack! Kill them! On the way. Enemy sighted. Shoot them! What's the dust? Fire! Attack! Fire! Fire! Shoot them!
Hey, Sarge, I still haven't seen much of them Japs.
Shut your trap and stay alert. Their main force must be hidden in the jungle, waiting to ambush us at night.
I have new orders for you and your men. Lead a patrol to sweep the jungle westwards. Be alert at all times.
Infantry on the move.
sighted.
Kill him!
This was a forward recon team, so their main group is coming this way. We have to dig in and fortify our position. On the double. I'm itching to have a real fight with the Japs. Itching, eh? Don't touch others, Private.
Reporting for duty. Ready, sir. Need ammo, fuel, or repair? On the way. Yes, sir. Moving.
Ready, sir. Hostile units. Yes!
Yeah! Come get some. Keep your head down, you idiot.
Fire at the target! Fire at the target! Enemy destroyed! Enemy destroyed! Fire at the target! Fire at the target!
pull your forces back there and reinforce the defense line, Commander.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Ready to attack.
Awaiting orders. Infantry reporting for duty.
Any orders, sir?
Infantry on the move.
Possessing air support is crucial in this battle, and the Japs know it. Stop them at any cost.
Orders? We're ready, sir. Yes? On the way. Ready to attack. Supply truck ready? Yes, sir. Hurry up. We're ready, sir. Ready to attack.
Enemy sighted.
Yes, sir.
Hostile units. Attack!
Reporting for duty.
Infantry on the move. Any orders, sir? Infantry on the move. Yeah. On the way.
Reporting for duty. Come on! Come on! We're ready, sir.
On the way. Fire! Target destroyed. Infantry reporting for duty. Infantry moving? Infantry ready? Yes? Any orders, sir? Hurry up! Orders? Infantry on the move! Any orders, sir? Yes! One more bites the dust.
Yes, sir.
Sarge, I've had enough of them now. Shut up and keep firing.
Ready, sir.
Infantry on the move.
Transport ready. Yes?
Reporting for duty. Relocating the gun.
Enemy!
Yes, sir? Gun ready. Yes? Moving.
Target destroyed.
Yes? I need a medic!
We're ready, sir.
Infantry on the move. Come on! Infantry reporting for duty. Infantry on the move. Enemy sighted.
We're ready, sir.
Fire at the target! Kill him! Fire! Bullseye!
What? Nothing.
Enemy! Fire at the target!
This will be remembered as a turning point in the war. Thanks to you, they suffered such heavy losses that they will have to give up offensive operations. Well done.